Here is what you missed on Malone's Hype Line.
And everything. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest in the building, and you've probably seen her before. NGV's teen mom, Miss Macibookout, will be in the building here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you do it. Check it out. Call the number 773-897-3976, and let's go ahead with our first caller and try to get everything going on. Caller from the 423 area code. State your name, where you're calling from.
This is Macy.
What up, Macy? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I really do appreciate you being on the show and stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for letting me. I'm excited.
Most definitely. And now, people have basically grown up with you, and in a sense. You've been on the show for at least 3 or 4 years now?
Actually, we started filming the show about 5 years ago, and I've basically been on TV for 4 years now, so
wow.
It's been a long time.
That's crazy. And we basically seen Bentley grow up, and by the way, how is he?
He is 4.5. He'll be 5 in October.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, cool. I had a child at an early age as well. Now, speaking from a father's point of view, I was not ready. I was not ready at all. I was 14.
Started the show. I was a very, quiet, reserved, a really shy person. I always kept to myself. I always, did my own thing. I had a lot of friends and, did the typical teenager stuff, but I was still honestly, I was kind of a loner, I just kept to myself. And since the show, after always meeting new people and having people come and talk to me, I've definitely become more outgoing and more of more of a talker. Like, I can talk to anybody now. I'm not shy anymore, anything like that. But I think throughout filming, it definitely strained the relationship on me and my son's dad. Our relationship was definitely stretched to its limits because there were some times that if we weren't on a TV show, there were things that, he might have said or his family might have said that I would never know about. And the same goes for me. I might have said things and my family, my friends might have said things that he would never know about. But since we're being filmed 24/7, it's out there. So, you kind of know everything that's going on, and it made things a little bit harder. And then also, I grew up with a group of friends my entire life, and they're still my best friends. I still am with them all the time. But what's different is before, I could meet someone and, if we hit it off and we're friends, that's fine. If not, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Now, I kind of question when I meet people, are they interested in meeting me because I was on a TV show, or are they interested in meeting me because they just want to meet somebody, And I could tell within the first 3 minutes of talking to someone whether or not they like me for me as Macy or as Macy from MTV, which to me is the same person, but to them, they think it's two completely different people. So I guess it's made me, just learn a lot about people. And honestly, before I did the show, I knew the world was screwed up and I knew everybody was halfway stupid. But after doing the show and getting all these negative bullshit, really, on Twitter and Facebook and on all the blogs and magazines and all that stuff, I'm just like, there are some people in the world, I'm like, how do you even sleep at night with the way that you talk, if anybody wants to call it? But, hell, more luck to her. She made a lot of money off of it.
Oh, man. That's a real good answer, because it's more of a sense okay, now I have my own DJing service and DJ Malone Productions, is more of a production agency in a sense. Well, if one of my DJs or promoters or whoever goes out and they do something crazy, that falls back on me and everybody else that's in the company.
Yeah.
So I do understand where you come from, because either way, because of, like, let's say if my DJ goes out and he does some crazy crime stuff, that falls back on us, because now what you did, we're not going to get any business from, and people are going to think, okay, we're some thugs and we're going out here and just doing this and that. And it's just, and that's just the mind of business. And you know,
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. You know, I don't want, like I said, I don't want her to let any of the negative stuff affect her, because she made that decision and she has to deal with it, but I want her to be able to push through it and get through it. But at the same time, when people see that and they see, you know, Backdoor Teen Mom, the title of it, and then maybe they thought about booking me for a speaking engagement, or maybe they thought about booking me for a talk show, but then they don't want to anymore because people might think of everyone that's on Teen Mom as like we all did a sex tape, or we all did that, and you know, that's just not something that I would ever do. So that's what irritates me, is that I feel like even though I have nothing to do with it, I feel like I'm still kind of incorporated in that franchise, and that's no longer, you know, a part of me. Teen Mom is over. I've moved on, and I'm doing my own thing now, but now I feel like that's kind of always going to be branded on me. If someone mentions Teen Mom, I feel like 85% of the time it's going to be like, oh my God, that's that girl that did that sex tape, or anything like that. I don't want to deal with the negative part of it, so.
I understand. Trust me, I do. And on another note is that, you know, and you know, you said when people look at you and, you know, okay, you know, and you might always be branded as a Teen Mom girl, and sometimes it's hard because, and look at Mike Epps. He's always going to be known for Day Day. Always.
I love Mike Epps. Oh my God.
He's never. That's always. That's gonna be his nickname, and probably to the day that he dies. And you know, like just like some of our childhood people that we used to watch growing up, like Lizzie McGuire, Amanda Bynes, you know, people like that, and you see them now. Well, I'm always gonna remember Lizzie McGuire as Lizzie McGuire. However old she gets, she's always gonna be Lizzie McGuire.
Exactly.
I understand how you feel.
Make sure you tune in on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9:30 p.m. Central Time. 773-897-3976. Only on Blog Talk Radio.